Mrs. Alymer, these washing boards on the top,
Yeah.
did you use those? Are you familiar with them, or who used to use them? The tub and
They
the
wasn't there at all in any Green's time, nor the press nor anything.
No. Did you use those things yourself in your own house?
Yeah.
The washing board, do you see the washing board
I
above?
know.
You used that.
Pure
Didn't
sunlight soap.
Yeah. Didn't that all the time.
Still in use in some
Yeah,
places.
on every house I make out that
They had them, yeah.
down the washing machine.
That was the washing machine they had long ago.
The
Washboard on the tub. No, it's done on the tub.
Every Monday morning I supposed to be done with it.
Nan Keeffe here will give us an exhibition on how this was used, you know. We'll fill the top for you a bit later on now, you know. They were also on timber.
Aye, they were. Timber, I never used it. They used to say they were very severe on the claws, the glass ones. That's right.
Well, the severe on the knuckles as well.
Yeah. No, we'd have a lot of claws to
They'll
wash.
bring you down the tub now, you put this on the show, but that will want to fill it with water for you.
Did you ever say
An
it?
enamel bucket. Enamel.
The inside would be usually cleaner than that, I imagine.
What was the tub we used to have?
A temper tub, yeah.
Come on, let's try nothing to rub it now, but we haven't. We'll take off our shorts.
I took off my shorts this night. You know. Show the way, we'll give up any bit.
Hey, this is a family show, please.
Any bit of a cloth around the house.
Give me
Just a
something
piece
to
of
let.
cider, a piece of cloth beside it.
Give it.
We'll get you a piece now in a minute.
We'll turn this now to first.
All you need is a drop of water there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'll be more appropriate now, it seems. There's a Lift your head there for Martin Ryan. If it was full of water, you'd never stop.
I don't know how to end up for you.
It's a lot easier nowadays with the washing
Oh,
machines
God,
and
it
things.
is. Yeah,
No advertising, please.
No. God,
Women used to go around the locality on hire, so to speak, to houses.
Do the washing.
Doing the washing, women.
Washer women.
Who used to do that in this locality? Do you remember the names of anyone?
Huh?
Sorry?
Mrs. Tracy, yeah. But she was Mrs. Doody, Mag Doody. Well, that's telling you where it now. We were not fear now, weren't we? We were not fear now.
On your side of the hill, yeah.
Yes. Rachel
Who used to do it on
Tracy.
the Knockfield side?
Rachel Tracy and who else then?
She'll be related to you now before the night is out. And how much pay would they get for that? Would it be...
I know would they get any money on it, something in kind, maybe £0.5 if the washing.
That do complete washing in that
Yeah,
house?
aye, they would, but they'd always get something going away home, going home with something else.
And would they move on to another house then the same day?
Oh, they wouldn't. You know,
Only
it'd
the
be
one house?
wash. Once a week, washing would stop. Monday
They'd be
washing.
going for the day nearly in
Yeah,
the one
they
house?
would indeed, yeah. All those. There was no nylon sheets then, or anything, this kind of thing, the drip dries or anything, it was all flamination.
Linen, I suppose.
Yeah.
Who was the washerwoman in your area?
Mrs. Doody from the town.
Yeah.
She used to always come over around.
And how much would she get paid? Would she get paid more than the crowd at Knockfield on the hillside on the other side of the hill?
Hallelujah, said the one.
About £0.50 for the day.
Yes, yeah.
What year would that be?
Oh, it's supposed to be in the 40s and 50s. The 40s at least.
How did you manage during the war? You didn't last the two of you, that I suppose. What difficulties had you during the
Oh,
war?
we had lots of the rationing, the tea and the sugar.
So you couldn't be meeting the boyfriend, so you would go walking.
I didn't have to go there.
I didn't have to cross the tea and that.
It was level for the shoes, so you
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Who was the washerwoman? Who was in your area in the washerwoman? Had you anybody?
Very girl, very girl.
Do you remember that particular book? Not that particular book, but the book I like it. General Ration book for 1934. You have the butter and your prices inside and that as well, actually.
And that's also has
Coupons and all.
coupons and the half-pound of tea. What was the song about?
I'm trying to spare them.
Have you
Bless them all, bless them all.
Who gave us from
David O'Riordan, the man from the bottom of the hill on this occasion. He arrived late, but he's usually awfully early. Will you go in there to the bedroom, David?
Do you want anyone to go with you?
No, you're late arriving. But we said we'd wait for you. Will you go up the stairs and join more Colleens like yourself? Mrs. Lynch, there's no fear, you can come in another bit, right? Peter, you go and don't check in the door, you will. Remember the cap. The ration book for people at home in later days, the ration book, general ration book, 1944 issue. And you had the name and the address of the person in it, and their number. And then ladies would even be more familiar with the ration book than I would have been. And you had coupons, and there's the coupon, and you had a warning as to how to use it, and you couldn't leave this. And then the various shops in the front of it, the date was used and what the shopkeeper's signature and address went on the front of the book. Did you use one of those, Mrs. Alymer?
Yeah.
What did you get that you wouldn't get today with it? You'll get an awful lot for £1 anyway, I'm sure, you know. What would you do with the ration book when you went into the shop?
Only for the tea and the sugar, and that's all that's in there.
That's all
There was no tobacco and that to carry to your children.
So did you get a different ration book for the tobacco?
No, I wouldn't get it at all.
No ration with tobacco. It was only tea and sugar on it was on this.
That's all, and butter, that's
And
all.
butter as well. And how many of each would you get? How many units, so to speak, today?
Oh, God, I
How much tea?
Half an ounce of tea.
Half an ounce only.
Yeah,
per person.
Per person, per house.
yeah.
What?
If your children will be allowed more, you will allow.
Per child, half an
Oh,
ounce.
just the same, yeah, just the same.
And how much butter did you get then?
Pound of butter, pound of butter, yeah. Wasn't the butter? There wasn't the tea. In the tea, there was black market in the tea.
Did you get it every day then, the half ounce? Or?
Per week.
Per week. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah, Saturday. And you'd have to do with it. If wouldn't, unless you had some friend that would give you an extra grand.
I'm told also to ask a question about midwife. We've changed from the ration. Where was the midwife living in this locality?
There was no midwife on it. Nutgriffin was in Ballingarry. In Ballingarry she was.
Around the area.
You yourself, were you born in Limerick or
I was born at home. And a neighbouring woman that said my mother said to come in, that's in for her.
Neighbouring woman.
Yeah.
Who was she, do you remember?
Mrs. Daffy and Mrs. Gorman
Mrs. Gorman.
behind Ballyalan.
So there was no doctors and there was no...
There was doctors, all right. There was doctors, all right.
At the time we said
Well,
midwife be called, is it?
Well, the midwife we called, but the doctors were there if they were needed.
And how did they go for the doctor visit?
Oh, pony and car. Pony and trap, yeah.
And if you had an emergency then it was the same pony and trap and wait a long period of time till they came to...
Well, it was. But because the doctor would have a car.
Did you ever hear anything about the famine or the effects of the famine?
Well, I did. Well, heard of it, you know.
But anything related locally?
Which I didn't, I think. I can't.
It is written back along our books, or
Yeah.
we picked up that there was a half that men died from Knockfearn between Ballingarry and Knockfearn. You never heard of that, did you?
I didn't. Hatnut, where were the Hatnuts
They
living?
were up there in
Up on the
Ballygarry,
hill
you
they
see.
were.
In where?
I really get me, no, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that was Hatnuts. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. You
Dan
Stand
Hatnut.
there underneath you.
He finished, you know,
Stand there, just there where Willie Gaffney living
Oh,
now. Just at the back of the house.
I
Yeah.
really get me, no.
You'd be more familiar with that than me.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Then Sheehan,
Yes,
we heard loads about you.
that's right.
Keep entertaining us for the night.
Again, it's good at the...
You went to the forge as well, I suppose you had a forge over near you.
I did indeed, I did.
Who had the forge? Which forge did you go to?
Michael Conway and Ashworth to Thomas Gorman, Knockfearna.
Whereabouts was that forge situated?
In Knockfearna.
Whereabout today, like?
In the village, yes, there's a...
Is there any
how-
sign of
Oh, there is. There is indeed.
whose house is it now?
Gorman's.
Are they living in the house or is it in the same site?
The forge is across the road.
Oh yeah,
And
there, so is it?
and there's another man here tonight that I often went to his forge, Dermot Liston.
Yeah, we'll get to Dermot now in a minute. He tells some of the ones he couldn't tell long ago, I suppose, you know. What about matches and games and that kind of entertainment? What type of entertainment in the early days in your youth?
There used to be great hurling matches in Croom and Ballingarry.
Yeah.
There was a a league final played in Croom in 1935 between Limerick and Dublin, and Limerick won it. That was a National Hurling League.
What about Ballingarry? I think it was 1912 or 1911 before they pulled off a big one, was it?
Well, I don't know about them now. Like I'm more interested in Grana. I was a Grana.
We'll have to move that hill out in the middle of your way so you'll be able to see it through the better, I think, you know. And what about the fairs? I assume you went to fairs.
I did at Kiel, yeah.
How did you take the cattle?
Drum along the road. Started off about 2 o'clock in the morning.
2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And when they went in over the wall, I assume did you hit them house trend?
No.
You had to follow them, I suppose.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How many people would you have taken the cattle to the fair?
There'd generally be 2 in front of the cattle and maybe 2 or 3 after them, and you see. And there'd be another batch of cattle after, so that the people that have been driving one batch, they'd be also acting as they'd be keeping the ones behind them from getting together.
And when you got to the fair then, how did you mind the cattle?
That was the hardest point, to keep them, get them to stand. They'd be all time moving. They would take about an hour to get them to settle down.
Yeah. What prices were the cattle making? Martin might be particularly interested in that now, you know. How much was heifers, cows and bullocks and those?
Well, I remember a year and a half bullocks being sold for £1.10.
That'd be cheap by today's.
Well, it would. In all money.
£1.
In my youth, when we'd have the big fairs in the store, the Tonys would always stand for a while to mind the cattle, and we'd always get a bob or two, like, you know.
No, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, just happened in the store.
You just mind your own.
That's right.
Yeah. And calves then, what were they making, cows?
Well, calves, yes, calves that would be like drop calves, 12 and sixpence if you were prepared to sell them to a man to take the skin off of them in the 1930s.
What year now are you talking about? What?
I'm talking about 1933 and 34 and 35, 36.
Yeah.
Who were the cattle buyers those times?
Well, Murphy's a Cork now are renowned name that time now.
Horgans.
The Horgans. But like, as Dan mentioned there a while ago now, a calf was 50 pence, dead or alive. And we were young at the time and we should be delighted. But if a calf died, they'd be on a live one and tell away the dead fella. And we might give Michelle the trophy, like.
Yeah.
And I've seen calf heifers bought for 18 and sixpence. I see Wayne and bullocks sold for 16 and threepence after rearing them for 4 or 5 months.
I think a lot of our visitors tonight will go shopping tomorrow for cattle. And who else were the buyers? You had more cattle buyers than that, I'd say, would you?
Well, there were a lot of farmers at that time, like, you know.
Yeah.
There were no marts to the fairs, as Dennis said, like.
How you used to take the cattle away in the evening then? I assume they had a big tin truck.
You went to the railway and put on a wagon.
Who took them to the railway?
Oh, the seller took them to the railway. And stand with there for an
There
hour.
were 2 different types of wagons.
Four.
There was a nine beasts in a wagon.
Beasts?
That would be a 3-year-old and a cows.
That's right. Yeah.
And there was a abandoned wagon then that would take 11, but you wouldn't get many of them.
Yeah.
You see, and it was cheaper then for the person
And,
who was sending them to Dublin.
And Mrs. Hanley's father, Larson, he was a great cattle buyer.
Buying cattle as well.
Brilliant.
Where used he buy cattle?
All over the country.